how deep that cut was for you to, what are some of the things that you were going through, like mentally? What are some of the thoughts that were flying over your head and, making it difficult for you to be stable and do what you really love to do? What was it?
Okay, I would try to I'll try to give you a piece of it, but I wouldn't want to cut too deep, right? But basically, I had a partner, I would see it as a fiancé kind of thing, because then I'm more of a one woman type of guy, So when I'm into a situation like that, I like to I've pretty much learned over time, or matured over time. I wouldn't say I've been this type of person forever, So got to a point where I kind of wanted to do this for real. And for real, that's what really inspired me to do Adole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those were the good days.
Yeah, pretty much. Bad because this is life.
Yeah.
This is not show business. This is real life, So I just had to do what I had to do, I just had to do what I had to do. Basically we fell out, and I don't want to even talk about that, because then one thing leads to another, and then another thing leads to another, and then people I don't really want anyone getting ridiculed in this situation. I'm only trying to share my pain and hope that it helps somebody.
Do you believe that nothing really, lasts forever?
Yeah, it's in the Bible. Nothing lasts forever except the word of God. Do you know what I mean? Everything will go. So that one day we for just accept them and live with it. I wouldn't.
Let me ask.
I wouldn't be the person.
Let me ask some of the hardest questions that you ever come across as you're on this promo run.
Yeah.
Is the said lady a Ghanaian?
Oh, she's a beautiful human being.
Yes. But is she a Ghanaian?
No,
or of Ghanaian descent?
I wouldn't want to disclose that, because
she fair.
Because then it leads to
dark?
Clues. She's a beautiful African. Yeah.
Camidoh, help a brother.
I just want you to also help me. To be very honest, I just want you to also help me, and I think it will also help me a lot if
you don't want to get into the specifics.
Yes, understood it like that, and not let us
But what are some? As you've experienced this, what are some of the or what advice would you give somebody who's about to enter into a relationship? Because you've been there, and then you've experienced the good side and the bad side.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to share whose fault it was that led to the breakup. Because in a relationship there are two people. Definitely, somebody did not honor their part of the deal. That's why the relationship had to end.
Yeah.
So something.
Everyone, for me, I don't know. I may be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She may be wrong.
Yeah.
But I kind of held on to the notion or the mentality that it would be a forever thing.
Okay.
That's why we wear rings. That's why we have things to So, I think the only point that broke me was knowing that we wouldn't have the chance to even work it out anymore. Do you understand? We all will be at fault one way or the other. Do you understand? But it's about, that's how I understand marriage or relationship. You talk and you solve whatever,
So did the relationship grow to that level where you had, saved a date?
Yeah,
posters?
I think I got really confident about it. I got really certain about it.
So you have, she had met your parents, yours to
obviously we had.
It was on that level.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Based on this experience, my brother.
But the thing is, it's like you're living in a fiction world where you be like, nothing go fi spoil or nothing go fi go wrong. Like
reality
and
go fi
that's
happen.
why I feel like God gave me that chorus. Like therefore knock me, therefore like remind me before make I just be
Aware that it's
like
life.
yeah, make her just be be with the fact that it may go south. If we don't break up because of misunderstandings, one person may die. Do you understand? Because even if we grow to an 80, 100, one person, so we will get separated at some point.
At some point.
Yeah. But, I mean, it just hurt me that it happened too fast. Way too early. And
I should say that she be your spec.
I mean,
everything.
Yeah. When it gets to the point where love takes over, I don't even think it's even more about like spec. It's just love. It's just like, the
vibe, the
energy,
energy.
Desire to like keep one person, and leave.
And regardless of your traveling,
to move away from it.
I will stay there.
To move away from this.
And I will stay there a little bit. I just want to ask some of the hardest questions because, especially knowing that, my brother is going through this pain. You've decided to put it out there to help others. So let's just tackle some of the things that are in there. Would you ever consider, or are you thinking of entering into another relationship? And if you are, what are some of the knowledge that you're taking with you into this new venture?
I think I'm a human being. I'm bound to love. Like no matter how pained I will be at some point, I'll have so. I mean, I just laid bare before God, my creator. And hopefully, I smile or I find peace. And,
But in the new song, you said you won't allow it to happen again.
Basically, it's more like, when I was young and some of my uncles and aunties would die and we would be so pained at some point. But nowadays, it feels like when you kind of understand the inevitable nature of death, you just kind of then you just so kind of experience takes you to that point where you kind of that I'm with this person, but anything can happen, and she may lose me or I may lose her, or So I think it gets to that point. So I'm just trying to say that I want to really train my mind and stop living this whole fairy tale
life of that
thing, and not. So when I get to that point, I know that okay, even if I marry somebody at some point in my life and it doesn't work out, I wouldn't really be broken ass.
Good to hear that. Camidoh is my special guest this morning. We're about to listen to that jam, big jam. Nothing lasts forever. You can also call it breakfast because Charlie last we all.
Hover added that one. He said the thing there you chop him, so just claim him.
You chop him, so you for claim him.
This is Hitz.